on it.
on his
So
foot.
bad.
He put his foot WD-40 on your chain.
That's fine. It's what normal
I'm a
people
mountain
do.
bike expert.
You want nice...
Alright, this is not a
And
mountain
like,
bike. This is not a mountain bike.
They said never put WD-40 on
Here's the
anything.
thing.
Right, chain grease. Because
Can I tell you something?
WD-40 takes the grease off and then dries out. So then it's like
I
nothing.
spent
Everything's
$25
friction.
on this piece of shit. I could not care less. So we gotta get some new engines because this KA decided to explode. So some guy's gonna be dropping off a new engine. I think actually 2 engines. One of them's like really messed up. The other one's fine. So yeah. Because this engine's completely destroyed. We gotta like put the oil pan on and we're gonna put it over here. So we're like cleaning out this area. Clean. We gotta move this engine here. And then we gotta make rooms for that stuff because he's gonna get 2 engines and we got a tire. We gotta like move stuff over here. So I can have my 4 engines organized so I can take the good stuff off of the engine I have and put on the new KA. Then we can put it back together and put it back in the car and then do sick drifts.
Is there a new engine coming today?
The engine's coming today. So I was gonna pop the oil pan on so I can put the engine on it and then I might have to take it off because this oil pan's really nice and like brand new and it's never been scraped off.
Are they gonna come in a pickup truck or something?
I hope so.
How do you get 2 engines here? Can,
they're bringing 2
can 2 of these fit in the back of a pickup?
It's not coming with the transmission.
I mean, it's that, not this. You know what transmission is?
I do. I was not aware it didn't come with the transmission though, James.
I feel like you didn't tighten that up.
Probably a lot more.
It doesn't really matter. I just need to put the engine on it.
Feels.
The other one in like 10 minutes
If
later.
it's broken, it's not gonna. It can't break. If it's already broken, it can't break.
I want everyone just to see how legit this is. There's half a hook holding the entire
No, I know. I commented about this earlier today.
The guy's gonna come in like, yeah, I'm not selling you motors or anything. How like you're gonna hurt yourself.
If this falls, I'm gonna kind of be sad.
Honestly, I'm.
It's gonna slam down. Alrighty.
I've come.
It doesn't even have safety,
It's
obviously.
just hot glued right in there, real nice.
Why is there a spill?
That's it.
Real nice.
I gotta find the end of this extension cord and pull it all the way around.
Let me push from this.
Thanks for all the help, guys. So helpful. Do you want to help me now?
I don't want to be in your video.
Can't do that. Oh, my transmission fell over. Just KA things. This is the end of the chain thing I was using.
It's just a chain dangling.
Oh, that's fast. This is so off to the side.
Okay. So we have 1 engine,
It's so
2
on the side.
engines, car seats,
Oh, it's gonna fall.
tires.
No, it's good.
No, it's like slowly rolling.
Low key, just like a junkyard in here, to be honest.
That's what we strive for here.
And there's gonna be 2 more engines rolling up soon, which means this is gonna be just like a actual junkyard of just engines.
I feel like there's nothing I can do at this point.
Do you think you're gonna have the most KAs out of any individual Rhode Island?
I probably no. There's definitely someone else who has like 80 of them.
I doubt that.
So we just got the new engine dropped off here. We actually got 2 engines. Okay, so this is just like a little bit of an edit to what I'm about to say, but I'm not actually gonna say because you're not gonna see it because I'm gonna edit it out. But let me just tell you exactly about the new engine that I got for the car. So I bought it from someone named Brendan, and they're the person that bought Orion from Haggard Garage's S14 that had a turbo KA in it. And that turbo KA, that motor was like having an issue. I think he said it had like a cracked piston ring or something. He wasn't really sure. That is this motor right here. Over there, that thing. And like it had no valve cover on it. There's like water inside the head, so it's probably like not worth anything. It's probably like sitting outside. I'm not really sure. And then the motor that I'm gonna put in the car with the orange block is a new motor that he got that he was going to put into the car, but then he decided he was gonna go for an RB in the car, so he didn't really need a KA anymore, so he sold it to me for a good deal. Thanks, Brendan. So that's pretty much it. Continue with the regularly scheduled video now. So I think the plan is to take all the stuff off the other dual cam that I had, put it on this motor, which like the block is good, so the crank's good, the bearing should be good. We're just gonna pull that stuff off because it's got some stuff, but like still gotta do like the intake manifold, pull it off there, and then like the harness, and then some sensors and connectors. We should be good to go. So now I've just got 4 engines sitting in my garage. That one I probably need to get rid of. This one, gotta pull some stuff off, put it on here. Then just this block, like I probably don't need it at all. And then like valve cover and a little thing that blocks off the transmission, like a dust shield, and then another intake manifold. Then I got some starters, some more motor mounts, other distributor, spark plug wires. And then we gotta do something with it and fix this engine. you want to get a tool, I just stand on top of this go-kart and get a tool out. So we have the new K right here, and then we have the old K over there that's blown. So pretty much I gotta take everything off of that engine and put it on here, which I kind of just need to start doing because I'm probably gonna need some stuff. I got a new intake manifold gasket. That's pretty much the biggest thing I think I'm gonna need that I'm not gonna be able to reuse from that engine to this engine. But besides that, I'm just gonna start pulling stuff off of there and putting it on here. I'm trying to do one thing at a time so I like don't lose it and like can't figure out where it goes. But looks pretty easy. So we're gonna get started with this. Probably gonna run into some issues with everything, but it's all in the name of good fun. So I think I've got everything disconnected from the intake manifold. It looks like most of the wiring harness is connected to like this entire situation. So I'm just gonna try and pull everything off as one. Yeah, and we'll see. That works surprisingly well. There's just one coolant line I didn't get when There we go. That worked hilariously well. Ugh. Oh no! Shit, what is that? There's a liquid all over me. Oh, it's gas. That's cool. It's just gas. There's gas on my leg. So I have the intake manifold off of this engine. I have the entire thing right here. And I was really surprised, like the entire wiring harness is connected to this. I like unplugged like 3 things. I plugged in thing from the distributor, like a sensor down there, like 2 grounds. And the rest just like came off, which is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna move a couple things off of this engine onto the other one. This little thing is probably for coolant, I don't really know. I'm gonna put it right here because it's the same thing. This one's kind of like held on with this, and like half of that, it looks like all broken, and the other one was longer, so there's probably a reason why it's longer. So we're gonna pull that one off and put it on here. So I just took the little vacuum thing off the back of the motor, like this little thing, and it like routes all the vacuum lines around the engine. I just took it off the old motor. I'm just gonna put on the new motor and hook up all the lines to it, because I was looking at it on the intake manifold, and plugging up the lines would not be a good decision. Like, I don't think that, like, you must have to loop, or I just don't want to figure it out. And like, it's just a lot easier, just put it back on. There are like 4 vacuum lines, 5 that I would have to hook up to this, and I know where they go, so it's like undo 3 bolts, bolt it up to here, hook them up, and I won't have to worry about that as an issue on the engine, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So in theory, all I have to do is put this intake manifold stuff onto that engine, and then pull the eBay clutch off of this engine, as well as the flywheel, and put it on that engine, and then like spark plug wires on that engine. I don't know if I'll use these. He gave me another set in there, the yellow ones. We'll see which ones look better. As well, I'm going to pull this power steering pump off of this motor because there's really no reason to have it. I already have one in the car, and all the power steering lines are connected to it, and it's full of fluid. So there's no reason to take the lines off of that, lose all the fluid, then just connect them to this one. So it's going to be easier just to remove this one, take off the belt, and then when we put the thing back in the car, I'll just pop the one that's still connected to the car into here. The other thing is, I think this is an S14 distributor because this motor was in an S14, but I'm pretty sure it's an S13 KA from what I was told. I don't really know. So I think we're going to do it because you can see this distributor does not have the same plugs as mine. Yeah, so this distributor doesn't have the same plugs as mine, so I couldn't really use it, and I think it's like different. I don't know. So I think I'll pull the one off of that engine, the good engine over there, and put it on here. So then the timing is going to be like a situation I have to deal with now, so that's cool. Let's get on to this. So what you got here is a new intake manifold gasket, as well as some other gasket that's like in the middle of the intake manifold. But I'm not really going to replace that one because I'm not trying to take the intake manifold like into 2 pieces and like the upper and the lower. Like, we're not going to do that. There's no reason to. So we got the new gasket. We're going to cut it open. I got most of the old gasket off with a razor blade. It was just RTV, so it's not too bad. So we're going to cut this open, get this on, and then bolt the new intake manifold on and hook up the whatever it's called, all little lines on it. I guess it's not really a new intake manifold. New to this engine intake manifold. And then we're just gonna start hooking up all of the little coolant lines and other little guys we gotta connect. Everything looks good on the intake manifold and the engine now. So I'm just going to go ahead and bolt them together. Got the gasket on, as you can see right there. So we're just going to go bolt them together, start hooking up lines, and we'll go from there. That engine could run. Like, look at that. It looks so good. It's just like full engine again. So I've got the intake manifold on the motor, as you can see right there. And I have everything hooked up that I disconnected, like all the water lines, the heater core line, the, whatever it's called, the little ground I took off, some sensor down there. So now pretty much what I'm going to do is just bolt it up, because it's just like on the studs. There are 2 studs and the rest are bolts. And then I gotta put some nuts on, and it will be connected to the new block completely. And then after that, I think the only thing I'll have to do is figure out the distributor situation, but that doesn't seem like it will be too hard. So looks like we pretty much have the engine back together. Well, not back together. It's the first time it's ever been together for me. So we're gonna get ready to throw it back in. Hold it off of this side of the garage because there's just like a Rice Rocket Miata over here. And then we got the 240 over here. Miatas are so nice. They're so short you can fit 2 engines behind them in the garage and still have a car. So just get ready to pop this engine in.
More liquids.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door.